Good afternoon. This is a follow-up to my Jenny Thomas. And I wanted to look at what Jack Smith and his teammate Dreeben, Jack, thought about the Supreme Court case or what they are planning on doing next. Just to kind of get a feel for. I was very bothered by the whole thing, to tell the truth. I felt gaslighted. All right, Jack Smith and your colleague Dreeben, what do you guys think? How are you going to respond to the Supreme Court and after that hearing? I'm going to study for a minute. This is, as I always say, really interesting reading. Just to do a quick summary overview of where I think this all goes. Jack Smith will respond with power, mountain stone right here. It will be okay. Might be some rough waters, but there's a decision, and I believe this is an ally, this would be Merrick Garland and his organization to support Jack's decision. And I've seen before where in last year that I had a crab that showed up in relationship to Jack Smith, and it's right in home. So he can go here, he can go there, he can go this direction. Like a crab can respond here and has defenses behind in different positions. There isn't a plan, but there's approval to respond however it's best in the discretion to manage the situation. Both Dreeben and Smith are very close. This is the story. There's shells up. They're connected. For Dreeben, he's face up, a bit worried about the repetition and re-listening to the argument, that this opened up a portal into a vision. And this is the, you could call it the MAGA vision or the Coup 2 vision or the Trump-inspired fascist vision. This is very active and ongoing in the consciousness of the court that was very evident. They almost dealt with this like keeping score type of thing, and that they get to weigh in and keep score on that. They're very much affected by this is the Braided Ring Consortium, and the monkey was here. They are, I hate to say this in this way, they're kind of, one, I think they were gaslighting and playing around with people, but two, I think that they are work for and come from this place of who they work for. So it's a representative of who they work for. Now, when this whole thing comes, you see right here, shell down, shell down, shell down. It's like blocked. This is blocked. This comes around through the messaging. Whatever they release causes this is story, a big stir in the story. Affects how people think, the heart about the court, that it's under transition, that they have a secret agenda. There is this big, it's not in water, but it's in like a, when I think of mineral, anyway, best I can say is that it hits the news media a lot and unlocks this, a little bit of this rough waters in the vision and affecting Earth. Earth here is underwater. This could be like our murky. Is our future okay? Or will we be okay? And this connects to the mineral stone here. And the mineral stone in water is the flow of gift, platform of power. What I would say is that Jack and the DOJ hold Earth. It's rough. It's a big to-do. The nature stone is here and the blue water stone is here on Earth. This is a healing of the home. This is a looking at values and what we want. And a nature stone is coming to the place of knowing who we are and what we want, that it becomes almost very clear about what we want and what we want to change, the seeing eye here. So all of what happens in all of this to do, we see ourselves and who we want to be in a different way, and what we value. There is a healing of the values. The number right here is the 7, and I feel like there may be something in what was presented that is agreed to by 7 of the justices, which would be one of the liberal ones. I haven't read this, but I have thought, well, I did read a hint of this, is that they might either hint or say that the states cannot file against a president for official acts or anything within the category of official acts, that would have to come through the federal government. There's a number of different ways to approach limitations without using the word immunity. So to say, will he be immune or not, is not really the right inquiry into what actually could be produced. But there might be some aspect of the decision that's agreed on. There's 2 justices that are really taking, this is like a little firecracker. 2 of the justices are trying to set a firecracker going here. Possibly like a direct attack on Dreeben, Jack Smith, his team. Some of that started in, and I don't know if this is reflective of what was said in the oral argument where they raised, is special prosecutor legal, which is, they're really talking about the old regs, not the new regs. So there's going to be a lot of confusion, but I would say that the center holds, that they have a way of reacting to whatever's happening, that they will hold the center. The Aloha shirt here with the hammer, this is a tool. I'm not sure what this means in this context. I would have to wait and see. The hummingbird here outside the circle would be probably international communications. The other fascinating thing is between the justices and Trump's team, and I would say this has been discussed, or there's some psychics that have said this happened. I would say there's some discussion that's likely gone on this side of the world, and that Earth, so to speak, where they agree on common values and how they wanted to organize the hearing and how they want to have the agreement come out, that there is some accounting or working out the details of it. So all in all, this looks good in a way. But it may be noisy. And then there's on the Sacred Wisdom, there's a knife here and another here and the unicorn. This is going to be a bit rough. And there's going to be a lot of news. But they will hold the decision. They will hold the center. That's what the message is.